I'm Dave Marchick, and I'm the Dean of the Business School here it's called the Kogod School of Business at American University. We're really thrilled to host this conference. I feel like we're now part of the SEC, with Georgia, so we're raising to new heights. I want to thank the folks that have organized this. I know this has been an event that's been in the works for months and months and months. And I think we have over 180 people registered who will be flowing in and out. And you'll also see students flowing in and out because they have classes. The work that this conference focuses on is really important at the intersection of creativity, law, policy, and ethics. And the work of supporting artists' rights is something that is so essential to everything that we focus on at our business school, because in essence, as I was talking to Michelle, artists are artistic entrepreneurs, and we want to support artistic entrepreneurs in every way possible. Give you a little bit about what we're doing at Kogod, and then introduce a few people. We're focused on a few areas deeply. One is AI. We were one of the first schools in the country to embrace AI, and last year we decided to incorporate AI into all of our curriculum. So if a student studies finance or marketing or business and entertainment, they will also learn how AI affects it. And so I think John Simpson is actually teaching a class on AI in the entertainment industry, which is one of the most complex, conflict-oriented subjects in the country right now. We're also a school that's kind of very, very focused on the work that you'll be discussing today, which is business and entertainment. So maybe 12 years ago, John Simpson started teaching here at the Kogod School of Business. And he started a program 8 years ago called Business Entertainment. It's now a major at Kogod, so you can study finance, marketing, accounting, or business and entertainment. Why is that? Because of John Simpson. And for the last 2 years, thanks to John Simpson and Linda Blossbaum, who's now running the program, John's also smart enough to bring in someone that can actually run something, because John's the ultimate artistic entrepreneur. Linda now is the director. We've been on the Billboard top business entertainment schools for 2 years in a row. And I would say that for most students, if you get into USC or Vanderbilt or NYU and American University, those schools are ranked much higher. If you get into the business and entertainment program, students come here because they want to study with John and Linda. So really thank them for what they're doing. I want to recognize my friend, Carrie Sherman. I think I met Carrie in 1984 when I did an internship in Washington, and I'm close friends with his nephew. And Carrie has been in the industry for 50 years. He started being a lawyer in this space in 1974 and led the recording industry for 20 plus years and has done great work. I also want to introduce, I'm going to turn this over to Chris Castle, who started the Artist Rights Institute, also is an artistic entrepreneur. And I think that the work that you're focused on is so important, and the subjects that you're going to be talking about are really timely. And so thrilled to host this. As we have students come in today, meet them, maybe give them an internship. You may be supporting the next artistic entrepreneur, and that's what today is all about. So thrilled to introduce Chris, and thank you, John, Linda, and everybody else who worked on hosting this conference today.
Thank you all for coming. I'll tell you a little bit about how we come to be here. And then we'll get into it. So Back in 2006, I was driving along with my wife one day, and I was going through a period of real frustration with the way things were playing out in the public sphere for our business. This I attribute mostly to people like Lawrence Lessig, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, the Pirate Party. In other words, it was a very different environment than it is today. And I found myself saying out loud, I think I'll start a blog. And my wife said, in what free time were you planning on doing that? I said, well, I'll find it. It'll be fine. You'll see. You won't notice the difference. Which, of course, is not what happened at all. But we started the blog, musictechpolicy.com then, and a few years later, I was introduced to David Lowery, who's on our panel today. And David had just, at that time, I think it was Andrew Keene who introduced us, if I'm not mistaken. David had just done a presentation, a rather electrifying presentation at the SF Music Tech Conference, which I think you never got invited back? Is that, do I have that? And so our mutual friend Andrew Keene, the author who has wonderful books, if you haven't read it, thought we should get together because David's really lecture at that conference was called Meet the New Boss Worse Than the Old Boss, right? And it was directed at our friends in Silicon Valley. So shortly after that, David decided to write his own blog, which is called thetricordist.com. And that had a profound effect, I think, on artist advocacy and has had a couple of, I think, really epical posts on there that were very widely read. A few years after that, we decided to take the blogs on the road and started the Artist Rights Symposium at the University of Georgia at Athens, where David teaches at the Terry College of Business. And we ran this 3 successful programs there and decided to incorporate some of our advocacy efforts and the symposium itself in the Artist Rights Institute, which we founded last year. The next natural step would be to come here to Washington with the symposium. And of course, we turned to our old friends, Linda and John, who have been very supportive of us over the years. And we just couldn't find a better home, than here. And we were pleased that we managed to con them into, that they were willing to take this on. And the team here has been great, by the way. We've had nothing but great support here at American. So this business is about relationships, and of course, it's kind of a bromide, but it's really true. And we cherish our relationships with them. So the purpose of the symposium is for rule makers to hear from the rule takers firsthand, with no filter, no chaser, but civil and no food fights, right? And that's what we hope to accomplish today with the symposium here at American. So welcome. Thank you all for taking time out of your lives. We appreciate your interest in artist advocacy and hope you'll have an enlightening day.